Jordan got his MBA from Columbia Business School, which he got the knowledge to how to run a successful business and teach others. He loves other people grow their business and seeing their businesses succeed. His company was a huge success, and now he volunteers his time at SCORE to make sure that people like you and me do better in business. While you're listening, I hope that you get some of his advice. And if you do have more money, then volunteer at SCORE. Even if you don't have money, volunteer at SCORE anyway. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Esther and Friends. Today, my favorite guest of all time is Jordan. So Kurt is he volunteered at SCORE, but I'm sure he could tell you more about it. So Kurt, one of the things that, you've been listening to my nonsense, blah, 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 twice a week. But let me tell you what I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for your patience. I'm grateful for your kindness. I'm grateful for your insight and your experience to just make sure that I sail very calmly. And so I'm very grateful. I'm really grateful to that. I always tell you, all my crazy goals, and then when I fulfill it and then panic. So you've known me when I don't have a space. Now we're going to have a retail space. We signed a lease. You helped me review even though you're not an attorney, but you helped me review and making sure that I'm in a good place. But so I admire you for that. I also admire you for volunteering for SCORE. What made you do that?
Oh, I'm a retired management consultant, and I really just enjoy giving back. I enjoy helping people launch businesses and grow their businesses, and I get a great deal of satisfaction out of it.
So SCORE, for the people that don't know, SCORE is like a shoot from SBA. So the country really want you to be successful. So do take advantage of it. This is before the pandemic. I had to go to 26 Federal Plaza. So now there's a pandemic. We survived it, but 26 Federal Plaza is not open. So they can go to, is it score.com, Kurt, or is score.org?
It's www.score.org/New York City.
So it's SCORE.org/New York City.
Yes.
And you get you make an appointment. They'll give you intake. They ask you what you need help on. Then they will try to get you help, like what Kurt is. And sometimes, I know that we're going through different things like franchising or this or Kickstarter. I know that you've invited your colleagues, right, Kurt?
Yes. If your particular mentor doesn't have the expertise that you particularly need, the specialization, we co-mentor with other colleagues to make sure that you get the expertise that you're looking for and need. And,
we had Lisa before, and she does, her organization is kind, also the same thing, like Super Happy. And we were just admiring one another and saying how we don't feel competition towards one another. She just got a whole bunch of swags from other company. And so I'm going to raid her office and get some, but she's okay with that. I think what I'm trying to say is that SCORE volunteers and SCORE mentor are really good of sharing information and feeling like all you guys want to do is for all of us to be successful.
That's right, correct.
Kurt? And you've invited me, even you invite me people from the legal team, how to do it, to sell food from the DOE, which is still my pet peeve because so much food are wasted and they don't do anything about it because kids just won't eat vegetable, and you brought your friends from it, I think it's really awesome that you do that. And how many kids do you have, Kurt?
I have two. I have a 28-year-old son and a 24-year-old daughter.
Wow. So what was it like? We have we have young parents before that just like challenging to raise kids. How do you and your wife survive that?
Oh gosh, it's challenging, but parenthood is quite enjoyable.
What would you give advice to like young parents dealing with kids and going to school and just going through their emotions?
Oh gosh, that's a tough one. I
Oh, it's trial and error, right, Kurt? I think
trial
it's
and
trial
error,
and error.
trial and
I go
error.
tell my daughter all the time, well, you know what? Go to therapy more often. What do you want me to do? I'm doing my best here. That's my favorite line. Go to therapy. Because I can only do so much. I don't want to be a perfect mother.
You have one daughter, don't you?
I have one. She's 23 and she's going to be 24. And I have to say, she was the best kid up to 12. And then 12 to 18, pure hell. I walked around. I said, what? She's like, possessed. What did you do to my child? Possessed. You can say good morning. What is so good about it, Mom? It's like, you can't even. Oh, it was a nightmare, a complete nightmare. And then a lot of people, like my friends that are supportive and said that, don't worry, when they become 18, they'll come back. I was like, oh, like possessed. This woman, this child is possessed. But then 18 to like now, she's actually is good. And she got her master's at Bard. Now she does, her science thing. She's happy. She teaches science to all these elementary kids. So yeah, but thanks to you because I do my business well. Then it makes it easier. You can't have your business not doing well. You're not doing good as a mother either. So it's like two things at the same time. I think it's good to just do one thing that's good. So, but how do you do it though, Kurt? But how did you and your wife survive your two kids?
Well, we actually, my current wife and I have to survive 5 kids because
You guys have a blended family.
we have a blended family and we do very well with a lot of patience. In answer to your question, with a lot of patience and a lot of love.
And I think maybe that's the key. Those are the magic words: patience and love.
Yes.
I think that's really, really awesome. Because like I'm interviewing you because I want people to know that there's help out there. Like you don't have to be a failure in business. That SCORE is willing to help you to be better at business. Right? I know for you, I mean, for me, for my relationship with you, you always want to see what I've been up to. You're like my number one fan, Kurt, which is awesome. Seriously. I think you're my number one fan. You're always like looking out for me. You're always like giving me ideas and say, hey, here are the grants that you can apply for. And like little things like that. I think what people don't realize that there's help out there. What are the things that you suggest for people that's starting their own business? What would you suggest?
Well, come to SCORE.
Right.
Definitely talk to a mentor. It's free, it's confidential, and you'll be pleasantly surprised at the level of expertise and the level of support you can get. Before you go and spend money on setting up a business entity, setting up an LLC, setting up an S corporation, get some help in thinking through your business model, in thinking through your business plan. Before you go spending a lot of money, think through your business idea and get it honed. And SCORE can really help you with legal issues, with business model issues, with business ideas, with marketing issues, with sales issues,
Business
with
plan,
all aspects of your business.
business plan, loans, grants. I think that's SCORE can help, and it's free.
It's completely free. We have one-on-one mentoring.
Right.
We have webinars. We have business roundtables and advisory board. We have a plethora of services for new business owners that can be a lot of assistance.
Yeah, and like I said, just to tell people, if you don't like your mentor, you can actually get another one, right, Kurt?
Absolutely. If for some reason you're not hitting it off, or they don't have the well,
Expertise, whatever.
let's just say if for some reason you're not hitting it off, you can just apply for another one.
Right. And then, like, like in my relationship with you, is that you actually have helped me, like I said, dealing with franchise, should I franchise or not franchise, dealing with the whole store, the process. I even give you ideas what the store might look like. And you always humor me and said, hey, that's great. That looks beautiful. Even if it's ugly, you said, that's great, Esther. And I think it's good to have a cheerleader behind you because we talk about relationship. I interview my principal, actually, one of the principal, and she had educated one of her student, and that student have intern, become a sub, and now she's a full-fledged teacher. So
Wonderful.
we talk about relationship and mentoring and and guiding and sharing the experiences. Certainly I benefited from your experience and just going through the process with it. So that's what we talk about with the principal, that the process and everything is based on relationship, and that he is doing the same thing like what you're doing. He's like sharing the love and paying it forward you
Yes.
know and it's not easy, right? Like even with the blended family, it's again, it's a lot of patience and a lot of love. I mean, when Nell, was talking about one of his friend, that one of the family member just committed suicide, and it's a lonely world out there, and it's more difficult if you have to depend on money to think about your business. So
Mm,
sometimes it's like two heads is better than one, and
yes.
I know certainly I'm grateful to you, even if I have nothing to show for with you, just the fact that I have a regular meeting and just chat with you and run through what I need to go through, and just another idea. So just so people understand this, they can go to score.org/NYC, right? Kurt?
Slash New York City.
Yeah, New York City. They can choose the mentor. You don't like it, you can always find another one. And then it's
Right.
free. And you can talk about anything, business plan, loan, grants, ideas, and everything else. And you can also schedule, I think first time you and I met, we met once a month. And then I told Kurt, oh, no, 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 once a month's not going to cut it. I need more of your time. So it becomes once a week. Then I said, oh, no, 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 no. I'm overload. I'm drowning here. I need you to see you twice a week. So I think you can set up time with your mentor, correct, Kurt? Like
Correct.
to the time that's good for you. And the government is out there to help you because if you're successful and you'll get more. I mean, we started with just like maybe one or two. Now we have 28 people working for us, and it's a big deal, because I think the government wants to help you, help people get job opportunities and make you become successful, because the more money you have, the more money you'll spend. At least
Yes.
I spend my money, that's what I do, right?
You have a very vibrant organization, Esther. Your nonprofits
Yes.
are doing extremely well. I'm so proud of you.
Because I work my behind off, thanks to you, Kurt. I work my behind off because one of the missions for our not-for-profit, we have Super Happy Healthy Kids and AAPI for Change because of the increase of Asian violence. And for the Super Happy Healthy Kids, our mission is to give another person another job. Even if it's just $50 a week, but just give somebody else an opportunity. And one thing that I come up with a formula that works for us is that any money that we get from the school or the grant, any extra, we support the small businesses surrounding our school, because
That's
we
wonderful.
wouldn't want to go to the school and then there's no one there. It's all dark. We want to go to the school that at least is vibrant, We add like gardening club. We put flowers. Because that's something that we want to do. So if you're out there and you have money, you can always donate to Super Happy or AAPI, or donate to just somebody else that for a cause. Like we supported the Chinatown mural. My niece is running for the MS. We support that. She also doing a bicycle for the breast cancer. We support that too. I mean, it doesn't have to be a lot. It could be $50. It could be like the same thing with us. You don't have to have money to volunteer. You certainly volunteer, and look what he got. You know, like you are one of the major people that help us have 28 people working for us, whether it's 1099 W2, but they still work for us, you know? So, I mean, kudos to you, Kurt, for your volunteerism.
Thank you.
And for your patience, certainly listening to like me going up and down and go like, ah, you know?
Oh, I love it.
For you holding me steady and keep reminding me I am the captain of my ship. I got this, you know? And I love that. And thank you for that. So thank you so much, Kurt, for being my guest.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
And so just to remind everybody, it's SCORE, SCORE.org/New York City. So
that's
Google,
correct.
Go get a mentor, be successful, because when you're successful, New York City is also successful.
And if you want me as a mentor, just on score.org/New York City, just ask for Kurt Jordan as a mentor.
So there you go, Kurt Jordan as a mentor for SCORE. All right, bye, Kurt. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you again.